All right, welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here, and I am excited to continue my reaction to the Bodyline series. And I've got to start off this one with, first of all, it's only 10 minutes for this last part of disc 1. That's the way that Nick, who, I gotta clear up a lot of things, okay? First of all, this Nick made a huge mistake. This is not the final episode of the series. You chimed in, you let me know, very respectfully I might add, so thank you so much for that. But you let me know that, no, Nick, you're wrong. There's so much more. There's no way it finishes in one episode unless it's a super long episode. All right? This last episode for this part that I thought was the entire series is 10 minutes long. But have no fear, there are 10 more episodes that I have. Nick, the other Nick, who provided this for us, thank you so much for that. Provided it for me to react to and for us to watch together. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you are enjoying it. He had sent me on a USB, there was 3 different discs that he had put together electronically for me to watch. And for some reason, I was just thinking like all the discs, like it was just a copy of itself. I don't know why I thought that. Not very bright on my end. What else is new? So there's still 10 more episodes after this one. And I am excited to continue it on because there's been so much kind of built up in, what are these, the first 2 episodes? Is this probably the... Because it's a 7-episode series. I looked that up. So let's say this is the first 2 full episodes. Maybe the first 3 episodes. Who knows? Probably. And this is going to wrap up from the second or third episode here. And then we'll continue watching it in different parts. So we're talking about a total... Oh, do quick math real quick, Nick. Of like 17 parts for this. So I hope you're strapped in, you're excited. This will be a shorter one today. I hope you enjoy watching this. If you do, watch the other parts if you've not seen them yet, and continue to stick with me as I continue to run through this. And we should be able to finish it in the next month or so at the latest as I bring these in here and there. But I appreciate everyone watching this. Thank you so much for your wonderful support. Thank you so much for being part of our small little niche group that are watching these. I'm going to finish it all up. And I'm going to hope that there's no copyright issues with me doing that. But thank you so much, Nick, again, for providing this, and everyone else for helping clear it up. We got 10 more after today, so 11 total. But let's go ahead and finish up this disc 1 here and see what's going on. If I remember correctly, they're getting everything ready for this series. He hasn't told anyone about Bodyline. He's not ready to do that. He's going to tell them on the field. And let's see if we get some game action. I'm assuming it might end like with him saying it, and then it ends. We have to wait till the next part. But regardless, let me not waste any more time. Here we go.
Aye, sir, like a racehorse before the Derby.
You know what they're saying about us, boys? They say Bradman's got us licked.
Ah, well, we'll see about that.
They say if we can't beat them on the English pitches, what chance do we have on theirs?
Ball faster, sir.
Do you know what it's like in the Australian summer, Bose?
Ball faster.
The ground is hard, the pitch is slow, and kind to batsmen. And the Australian sun, well, Harold will tell you, you'll live to curse it.
What is it you want of us, Skipper?
I want you to bowl faster than you've ever done before, and more accurately. I will call upon you to do it hour after hour, day after day, and to do curse not only the sun, but the name Jardine. Our reward will be the Ashes.
He is so very confident. He is completely bought in. He hasn't told him everything, though. Because the guy said, well, he wants to bowl faster. Oh, that's what we got to do. We need you to bowl faster and more accurate.
Goodbye again.
Goodbye.
Well, Plum, are we all ready?
I think so.
He's listened to the clippings too much. Yes!
Oh, it's a local character, Ernest Jones. Used to be a fast bowler. I saw him break a bat.
Is that Han Solo?
No, now he just follows the Australian team around. He's howlers now.
Australia are dead certain for the Ashes. England, go home!
It's Han Solo!
What can you expect from
Oh, I
Australia?
love it!
You don't stand a chance, you bastards, with Bradman!
gentlemen, we are entering the land of the barbarian.
The trolls existed back
Joking
then.
aside, we of the Australian Cricket Board are proud to make the first gesture of welcome to the English team. I would now like to call upon a great man of cricket and a great man of empire, the MCC manager, Mr. Pelham Warner.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea what kind of controversy is going to ensue.
Thank you, Dr. Robertson, and members of the Australian Cricket Board for those kind words of welcome. There are no better hosts, nor no truer friends than Australians.
Yeah.
I admire your sterling character and have developed a healthy respect for your cricketers. You know, the very word cricket has become a synonym for all that is true and honest. To say that is not cricket implies something underhand, something not quite in keeping with the best ideals. And this is the aim of the Maribyrnong Cricket Club, of which I am a humble, if devoted member, to preach the gospel of British fair play as developed in its national
Don't
sport.
say that before this tour. Oh no. Oh, there's the man and the team. Yeah, put on that fake smile. Act like you're excited. Are they going to resolve whether the cricket board is going to allow him to do his endorsements and all that kind of stuff, and his radio channel or radio show? Oh no, the riot. There's a riot they were mad about. Hopefully they get back to that. Woo! Oh yes, so much disdain. That was a great look by Hugo. Got the buttons.
Like to meet Jack Fingleton. Jack, Gabby Allen.
Very pleased to meet you.
Bob White.
Bob.
Demon Batsman.
Thank you very much, Victor. What's the clue to the 5 fast bowlers in it?
That's Jardine.
Yes. Play a bit of cricket as well, of
In your
course.
spare time. And drinking them.
This to your first test against the MCC.
That's like a big deal. Let's hope we will.
If you'll excuse me.
He's gonna take this guy out back and beat the tar out of him.
What does that badge mean?
It's our cricket board, sir. They won't let Mr. Bradman play in the tests.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
Still going on.
Mr. Bradman, sir. They won't let him play.
Something wrong?
It appears Mr. Bradman will not be playing in the series.
Why on earth not?
The Australian Cricket Board.
The bureaucrats have struck again with the full force of their mediocrity.
I beg your pardon?
Clive Cooper,
The
Associated
full
Press.
force of their mediocrity. I love that.
Bradman's writing for a newspaper.
That is a great
The board
line.
doesn't think it's cricket.
And what's he doing here?
Ah. The board, in its wisdom, will permit him to play in all the preliminary matches, but not the test matches.
Dr. Robertson. This is true.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Oh, this is totally bizarre. I've travelled 12,000 miles to play against him.
Surely you're here to play against an Australian 11, not just an individual.
Yes, well, of course.
You see, the board does have a very strict policy in this matter. We do not approve the selection of any player for the
Losers.
test side who was also righty
Boo!
in the test series.
Is this decision irrevocable?
Certainly not. It's entirely in Mr. Bradman's hands whether he plays or not.
Well, what does he have to
A
do?
bunch of punks.
He simply promised not to write while he's playing in a test series.
And have you discussed the matter with him?
The board is shortly meeting with Mr. Bradman in Sydney. I trust we shall resolve the matter then.
But Alan,
Does he seem like I don't gotta go through with it now, or does he seem mad that he's not gonna be able to beat him?
They certainly won't do so if they can't watch Bradman.
The game is more important than the individual.
Okay, keep telling
If we
yourself
allow
that.
ourselves to be...
Is it more important than you as the
Players,
individual?
we're
Oh
recommend.
gosh, I hate these guys.
One-day matches for the convenience of the
I
press.
hate what they stand for.
Later starting times to suit the
Ego.
radio stations. Giving it to Bradman could set an unhealthy precedent.
Well, it'll be unhealthy if we lose
No,
money on
it's-
this tour.
you don't like it,
And
so
we
you're
will
wielding
lose
your
money
power.
if Bradman doesn't play.
More to the point, we'll lose the test series if Bradman doesn't play. It isn't whether we win or lose.
Of course, it's whether we win or lose.
Australian public doesn't want to see the English going home with the Ashes.
Yes. It's a no-brainer.
Mr. Bradman is here.
Oh, send him in.
Perfect timing, Donnie.
Just give us a minute, though.
Oh, yeah, make him wait. Tactic number 1.
Well, then we're agreed. We can't back down.
Alan, before you...
Aubrey, leave it to me. I know that when it comes to the crunch, you'll want to play in the tests. Morning, Don.
Dr. Roberts.
Come in. Take a seat. Thank you. Cup of tea?
This guy is so full of himself.
Now, Don, as we explained to you at our last meeting, the situation with your present contract is a very delicate one.
But, Dr. Robertson, I wrote to you about that months ago, as you requested. What more can I do?
Well, you see, our problem is, Don, that we can't approve the selection in a test of any player who is writing about that series.
I'm sure you will appreciate, Don, that it could be most disruptive to have one member of the team commenting on the selection or performance of any other member of the team.
The problem is that only players whose sole occupation is journalism are exempt from the ruling.
Yes, and in your case, you're also promoting sporting goods and broadcasting on the wireless. Well, that makes 3 occupations.
I have a 3-way contract, part of which involves writing for the newspaper. It is a contract which I must honour. If that means giving up cricket, then I will give up cricket.
No, Don. Surely you can reconsider.
No, I came here today to ask the board to reconsider.
Yes.
It seems that I have failed.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You called his bluff. How'd that work out for you? Yeah, look on his face. Oh, I just messed it up.
We can't have him dictating.
I ruined Australia cricket.
If we stand fast, I know he'll back down.
You know he'll back down. He just left.
Don't let those fools on the control board get to you. They're just petty bureaucrats full of their own importance.
Absolutely.
And I can't expect you to give up that newspaper contract to earn half that money playing cricket. If they don't allow you to play because of some silly little rule, then millions of Australians will come down and drag them out of their offices and throw them off the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Absolutely.
It's not just them. You know, they all reckon he's mad bringing 5 fast bowlers out here because our wickets are slow. But he's up to something, and I don't know what it is.
Ooh. I love how smart he is. I mean, he's never, even with all this frustration, his mind's in the game already. And he's trying to figure out move for move what's going on. It's a chess match, and he's sitting there trying to figure out what the best next move is. I love it. Never been on a train before. I don't think I would enjoy it that much. But I'm still gonna, I gotta do some kind of maiden voyage on it.
We were wondering if we could have a chat with you, Skipper. It's about tactics for the tests.
Yes. I wonder if they're really on a train filming this, or if it's just the cam.
It's just that all this training on ship and the occasional remarks you've made us on the listen. Well, we don't know how it is we're supposed to play.
You're supposed to play the way you're told.
They're freaking out.
That's what I brought you here for. Told you.
Aye, well, that's what we want to do, Skipper, but we'd like to know how and why.
Why? If I bloody well say so, that's why. If you don't like it, you can take the next boat back to England. Told you to say that.
Well, I hardly think that can be right, Skipper. I mean, a man deserves to know what's expected of him, else how can he do his best as a bowler?
Is that the way you feel as well, Bose?
Aye, I'm with the lads.
And you, Harold?
Mr. Jardine, I know you stuck up for me when others were against me, and I'm grateful to you for that. You know, I'd do anything you asked me to do on a cricket field. But I do believe I'd do a lot better if I knew what you were after.
Very well. Sit down, all of you.
Is he going to tell him?
Come along.
Because if I was them, I'd be thinking, this guy's going to have a plan. He's just bluffing. He doesn't know what he's going to do.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Worked out quite perfectly.
Thank you.
Calm down, homie.
Thus far, I've impressed upon you all the importance of accuracy. We must be systematic. We must concentrate our attack on one side of the wicket. Now look here. Here's the wicket. Batsman. Bowler. I believe we should attack the leg side. I shall back you up by placing a field something like this. Wicket-keeper. I should place one or perhaps two men on the offside. Here and here.
Wow.
Then a couple in the deep. Here and here. And the majority close in on the leg side. 2 leg slips. Backward square leg. Short forward square leg. And a very silly middle.
Suffocate. Look for the edge. Hit him.
Well, that's old-fashioned.
Hope it hits the bat. Catch.
Always keeps the runs down. I don't just want to stop them scoring. I want to get them out. That's why you must be accurate. I want to bowl short and to make the ball rise up at the batsman. If he hooks, he risks being caught in the deep. If he defends, he risks popping a catch up to the leg train. And if he doesn't defend...
Ah, he risks getting hit.
Precisely. And no batsman likes being hit, especially Bradman. Harold, you remember the Oval in 1930?
Aye, Booker scored 232.
Ah, but you unsettled. Now we must pull out all the stops. I want you to all bowl this form of leg theory at the trial match in Melbourne.
Right.
Sounds good to me.
Short and fast.
And accurate. Let's keep this to ourselves. Mr. Allen, I'll talk to Gubby. I don't want you discussing this with anyone. I want this to come as a surprise to Mr. Bradman.
Yeah, quite symbolic there. So like I predicted, it ends with him telling the plan. Now, I thought that they would have a reaction like... The way he explains it right there... Because they said, well, it could hit him. Precise is going to make him uncomfortable. The way he explains it right there doesn't sound too controversial. It sounds very well planned out. He's got so many guys suffocating that batsman. He's looking for an edge any which way. The defense not going to go too far and hopefully pop it up to get some wickets, get some catches. But you're risking the men up there, especially at silly. Silly, no, more like a square leg, short leg, excuse me. You're risking those guys possibly getting the ball hit, but he doesn't care about that. He wants the wicket. He's definitely risking the batsmen and their health. But again, the way he explains it right there, it doesn't sound like they're intentionally just trying to hit him, which they are. He sells it really nicely is what I'm trying to say. He sells it really nicely, especially when he says short, accurate, to the leg side. Other words, at the batter, for crying out loud. Wherever side of the wicket the batter's on, it's going to be the leg side regardless of where it goes. It follows them. And I like the way that he explained that. I like how, I mean, I know the actor's reading lines, but it really seems like Hugo has an understanding of the game as he's explaining that as a character. So that's awesome. All right, so that finishes. I think this is episode 3, if I'm not mistaken. 4 more full episodes, 10 more parts to watch. I hope you join me. I hope you do what the shirt says. Give a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. And check out the other ones if you haven't done so yet. But until next time, adios.